Hello there again my friends, this is a boy and his dog and welcome to the channel where I play and review every game released on the Evercade, old and new. In today's episode we take our first deeper butchers of the 30th Evercade cart, the Sydney Hunter collection, with the first game in release order, Sydney Hunter and the Shrines of Peril. Let's get started. As the famous explorer Sydney Hunter, you're on an action-packed quest to retrieve the valuable diamonds from the Mayan temple, run through the perilous environments from left to right, leap over and duck under dangerous obstacles, and claim your reward. Sydney Hunter and the Shrines of Peril is a horizontal scrolling platformer for one player, developed by Collectivision and released for the Intellivision in 2014. Each level of Shrines of Peril has you doing the same thing, run through 5 types of stages, enter the shrine and grab the jewel. You must traverse a jungle section, followed by a graveyard, then through a cavern, past a mountainous region under moonlight, back to the jungle again before finally entering the shrine and snagging the jewel. You have no weapons or items to use. All you can do is run, duck and jump. Well, there are 2 types of jump, a big jump and a small jump. They each have their own button, which is handy. Big jumps can be used exclusively for a while, but the small jump comes in a few places as a necessity, especially in the caverns and to sneak under enemies in the graveyard and mountainy areas. The first few run through each section is only 1 or 2 screens long, but as you progress the amount of each type increases. There are a variety of different versions of each type which appear randomly, but you can spot the signs and learn the best way to get past each screen. The best advice is make sure you're pushing right as soon as you begin. In the jungle stage there are flying enemies. If you are pushing right before you enter the screen you'll be able to run under them quick enough, but if you're even a second out you won't make it. In that instance it's best to hold back and jump over it as it flies low. The graveyard section I found trickiest of all. The different variations can be confusing in the split moment you enter the screen and you're trying to remember what the best approach was. As the levels progress and there are more screens to each area, you will have less time to complete it, so perfecting each screen becomes more and more important as you continue. The final room can actually be a stumbling block on the first play. Don't jump up both steps in a row. Jump the first step, move slightly forward, then jump the second step. Once you do it a couple of times it becomes second nature and you no longer have an issue. And that is basically the game on loop, but it is strangely addictive, especially when you start learning each screen type and start doing impressive multi-level perfect runs. There will always be something that trips you up, but very occasionally it all lands perfectly and when you reach that jewel you feel awesome. In the end, it's a simple and no doubt for some a pretty repetitive game. But if you're a score chaser or get caught up by that one more try to get that little bit further bug, this is quietly and subtly a bit of a banger. Great and surprising start to this new collection. I'm excited to get stuck into the next title, Sydney Hunter and the Caverns of Death. From the little I played of that, for the first look, it was an absolute blinder. Can't wait. And if you've made it here to the end of the episode, thanks ever so much for joining me. Leave a thumbs up or comment if you'd like. Either way, I'm just chuffed you poked your head in to take a gander. As always, I hope you're having an awesome day, my friends. And until next time, be seeing you.